Welcome to today's Logos meditation. In this session, we are going to explore the same passage of scripture that we will explore on Sunday with John Hamer with a sermon on Sunday. This is going to be our Easter service. So we invite everyone who's available at 11 a.m. Central Time, or that would be noon Eastern Time, to join us on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, as well as our website, www.centerplace.ca. The passage comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 1 through 18. This is a rather lengthy chapter or passage of Scripture. So we usually read for our practice of Lectio Divina the same passage 4 times. Today we're going to do it differently. We're going to read it only twice, given it's so long. However, we will go through the 4 steps of the Lectio Divina, and I will give you instructions at different times so that we can make the most of this lengthy passage in a rather short session today. So let's get it started. So I invite you to find a comfortable posture, sitting upright as much as you can, but try to be comfortable. Just don't struggle with your posture. We will be just sitting quietly, resting for a few minutes. However, just make sure your posture is one of preparedness. Your intention should be one of receiving the word, not just through your ears and through your ears going somewhere in your brain where you will process the words and the meaning of the sentences. For the Lectio Divina, you have to prepare your whole body and really allow the word to sink in deep in the body, not just up here. You have to be able to feel the word in your fingertips, in your toes. So in order to do that, just prepare, not just the mind, but the body. Be ready to receive the word. So relax your shoulders as you continue to sit upright. If it helps, you can go ahead and close your eyes or find a resting place for your eyes today. Let them rest. And now I invite you to shift your attention or narrow your attention towards your breath. If you can, breathe in and out through your nostrils alone. And you're going to allow the breath to be deep, slow, but very gradually. Don't struggle with the breath. Don't force it. There should be no strain. Don't hold it. Let it flow deeply and slowly, yet very naturally, very gentle breath, soothing and healing. And now invite the Spirit into mind and body, one breath at a time. As you continue to shift your attention towards the breath, as you start awakening to every aspect of the moment to moment, that fraction of a second where consciousness takes place. Past, future concerns are very real, important, Yet in this moment, your intention is to remain dwelling in the eternal present. And in order to do that, whenever you get distracted, whenever the mind jumps, running after a thought, a bodily sensation, like an itch, like feeling tired or restless or hungry, perhaps a noise somewhere in the house or outside the house, voices of other people in the room who are perhaps not meditating today. Our intention is to be with our breath. But it doesn't mean that it has to be perfect, because it will not be perfect. So don't expect a perfect meditation. Welcome all those distractions as an opportunity to practice, as an opportunity to deepen your meditation today. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be harsh on the people talking in the room next door. Now continue to always shift the attention towards the breath whenever you acknowledge that the mind was busy with something else, and gently, non-judgmentally, with loving kindness, with self-compassion, bring the attention back to the breath and to every aspect of your experience of this moment alone. In this first reading of John 20:1 through 18, I invite you to close your eyes, if your eyes are still open, and allow yourself to just get immersed in the story, as if you were trying to play like a movie in your mind, visualizing the scene and the characters, trying to understand intentions, the emotions that the characters are experiencing. Try to visualize the scene, not just with images, but with sounds. So not only colors and shapes and objects and landscapes, also the sounds, the temperature, the wind, smells, everything that you can bring to your visualization, like birds singing in the background, the noise of a distant stream, the noise of a distant group of people, whatever it may be, to help you really get immersed into the story. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they have laid him." Then Peter and the other disciple set out and went towards the tomb. The two were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. He bent down to look in and saw the linen wrappings lying there, but he did not go in. Then Simon Peter came, following him, and went into the tomb. He saw the linen wrappings lying there, and the cloth that had been on Jesus' head, not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple, who reached the tomb first, also went in, and he saw and believed. For as yet they did not understand the scripture, that he must rise from the dead. Then the disciples returned to their homes. But Mary stood weeping outside the tomb. As she wept, she went over into the tomb. And she saw two angels in white, sitting there where the body of Jesus had been lying, one at the head and the other at the feet. They said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They have taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they have laid him." When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Do not hold on to me, because I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord." And she told them that he had said these things to her. Now let us return to the awareness of our breath. Just notice whether the breath is long or short. No need to change anything. Just notice everything you can about your breath as you return to the awareness of the present moment. Bodily sensations, not just internal sensations, but also the awareness of what's happening around you in the room you're in. All like a cloud of sensation. No inside, no outside. To try to let go of thinking of inside and outside, of you versus the outside world, the rest of the universe. And see if you can start welcoming experience as experience, regardless of what the source of these experiences are. Even your thoughts and feelings, just experiences spread, taking place across creation. All creation, one creation. In the second and last reading of today's practice of Lectio Divina, we are going to condense the 3 steps that follow in this practice traditionally. So we're going to start by trying to go a little deeper into the Word, by trying to analyze, if you will, the metaphoric and symbolic, allegorical meaning of the Word. So we're going to try to go beyond the picture, beyond what the scene might be telling us, and we're going to try to dive deeper into what the author is really trying to say about God with these scenes, these characters, and their interactions. So I want you to pay attention to a few things. And for this second step of the Lectio Divina, it's very important that you adopt what in Zen meditation is called beginner's mind. Beginner's mind means that you try to empty your mind from all previous understanding with any assumptions that you might make as you approach, as you receive the Word, because this is a very familiar passage for many of us. You may have heard who the beloved disciple is, but see if you can let go of that, and as if you were listening to this passage for the very first time. So who is this beloved disciple? Who is the author talking about? The author never mentions who this mysterious beloved disciple is. And what does that mean? What does it mean that one out of all disciples is the beloved one? Is it you? Is the author putting us into the scene? Are we the beloved disciple? Are we the ones who outran Peter himself? Yet we wait until this perhaps higher authority within our group, within our church, takes the lead to see what's happened. Only then we go. And what about Mary? She was there first. Notice how Peter and the beloved disciple don't really see anything other than just linen wrappings around the tomb, the empty tomb. Yet Mary, what Mary sees and hears, quite a lot. Why is it that she does not recognize who Jesus was? So I want you to really pay attention to these details as if it were the first time that you're listening to the Word, letting go of previous knowledge, of previous interpretations, and allowing the Word to reveal itself within you. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they have laid him." Then Peter and the other disciple set out and went toward the tomb. The two were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. He bent down to look in and saw the linen wrappings lying there, but he did not go in. Then Simon Peter came following him and went into the tomb. He saw the linen wrappings lying there, and the cloth that had been on Jesus' head, not lying with the linen wrappings, but rolled up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple, who reached the tomb first, also went in, and he saw and believed. For as yet they did not understand the scripture, that he must rise from the dead. Then the disciples returned to their homes. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with the present moment, with every aspect of the present moment, with every experience, physical sensation, thoughts, feelings, noises, images. Welcome everything, whether pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, with self-compassion, curiosity, beginner's mind. As we continue reading, I invite you to let go of making an effort, an intellectual effort to decipher the word, and just allow the word to flow through mind and body with the Spirit as you continue to welcome the Spirit with each breath. Allow the word to also flow with breath, with Spirit. Welcome it into every corner of the mind and every cell of the body, one breath at a time. And see what happens within you, what your own reaction, emotional, physical, even thoughts arise as you hear the word, as you allow the word to enter mind and body, one breath at a time, one word at a time. What arises? But Mary stood weeping outside the tomb. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb. And she saw two angels in white, sitting where the body of Jesus had been lying, one at the head and one, the other, at the feet. They said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They have taken away my Lord, and I do not know where they have laid him." When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Then Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" Bring yourself to the awareness of your breath. Quickly scan your body from head to toe, making sure the body is at rest, relaxing the shoulders, letting your hands rest, but keeping your spine as upright as you can. Relaxing the belly, relaxing the facial muscles. Breathing in deeply, breathing out slowly. Very natural breath, a very constant and gentle flow of spirit. Dwelling in the eternal present, timeless, eternal present, one breath at a time. As we continue reading now, let go of making any effort at all. Simply be quiet, be still, be at rest, and use the word flowing together with breath, flowing together with spirit as the focal point of your mindfulness, without having any other intention. Just let the word lead the way, and whatever arises, let it be. Insights, thoughts, a word, a prayer. Welcome whatever arises with gratitude, even if nothing. Do less. Stop doing. Why are you weeping? Who are you looking for? Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Aramaic, "Rabboni." Jesus said to her, "Do not hold on to me, because I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord." And she told them that he had said these things to her. In these last few minutes of today's meditation, allow yourself to let go of doing, to let go of past and future concerns. Allow yourself to dwell in the eternal present and nothing else. Allow yourself to be with God in this eternal moment. When you're done exhaling, before you take the next breath in, experiencing joy, experiencing peace, experiencing love, experiencing gratitude. If it feels right, you can sharpen this awareness, deepen your meditation with a centering prayer. Why are you weeping? Who are you looking for? As you breathe in, why are you weeping? As you breathe out, who are you looking for? Why are you struggling? Why are you suffering? Who are you looking for? What are you looking for? Thank you all for coming together at this virtual meditation group today. And now I invite you to, take it easy for the rest of the night. Those of you who are in this parts of the world, it's getting to be late here. So please go in peace. Continue to stay safe, be healthy. And I hope to see you all this Sunday when we will continue to consider this same passage of Scripture. In this time, in this opportunity on Sunday, we'll do it with a sermon as well as a full celebration of Easter, of the resurrection. So really hope to see you there. Thank you.